Hello and welcome back to SF Giants recap. And the Giants, they beat the A's today 7-3 in spring training. The offense showed up, a couple of guys who have been solid this spring and then popped off today. So we're going to go over all that in today's recap. Make sure to subscribe and like if you do end up enjoying. For the Giants offense today, we saw Wilmer Flores and Willy Adames go back to back. You love to see Willy Adames doing well this spring. It's because it wasn't like a risky contract because we know what Willy Adames could do, but to see him actually performing so far and to see his swing there, to see his defense be solid, to see everything kind of come together and hopefully will translate into the regular season is very promising for the Giants and kind of is a sigh of relief to see that he's not looking like a waste right off the bat because obviously things could change, maybe he does, but right now he's looking solid. And that's, I think, a very good sign for the Giants and a very uplifting sign for the clubhouse as a whole. Because now you're like, okay, we have a solid shortstop. Third baseman, Matt Chapman, he's raking. He did today as well, getting hit and scoring runs. So great to see there. But he's on the left side with him. And then you have a solid first base option. You have Jung Lee in the outfield. You have Elliot Ramos, who did really well at one point last year. You have Patrick Billy behind the dish, who is a little iffy sometimes, but he did win Gold Glove. And has his moments, so a good spot there. And then the pitching is only really question mark, but it's starting to come together a little bit, and we're filling in those pieces wherever we need. So I think that as a whole, though, the Giants are seeing a lot more promising signs and kind of put together roster, unlike the past couple years where it's been like, oh, who's gonna do this? Who's gonna be this place? And right now, we kind of know what it'll look like. So I think that's the great sign for the Giants. Another good sign is Max Stassi. He got a double and a home run today, and he's been on fire lately. He had a nice hit yesterday, and I think he could definitely be our backup. And in my opinion, he should, because Tom Murphy, even though he's on contract, he's been hurt. Even when he wasn't hurt, he was batting like 210. He behind the dish, he wasn't anything special. He has a good arm sometimes, but that's about it. I think that Max Stassi is kind of the way to go right now, and there's no reason for the Giants to really let him walk. If Tom Murphy's hurt, Tom Murphy's struggling, I don't think we should try to rely on him. I think Max Stassi would be a great backup, and he's proving it this spring. So if he's not with the Giants, he's going to be picked up by someone else, and so I think the Giants should really take a chance on him and keep him there because I think he's a perfect backup option. For the pitching in today's game, Kyle Harrison, he was the second pitcher after Hayden Birdsong, but Kyle Harrison will go with the bad news first. He's struggling. He went 3 innings today, allowed 3 runs on 4 hits, just has not been pitching well. I don't think he should deserve a spot in the starting rotation to start with because he's just not looking as dominant as you'd like. His command's not there, and every pitch right down the middle, no one's getting tricked. It's a struggle for him right now, so hopefully he gets back on track and kind of gets going in the right direction. On the other hand, Hayden Birdsong is performing amazing. He should be on the starting rotation along with guys like Landon Roop and Keaton Wynn. Those guys are all performing really well. But right now, Hayden Birdsong, he went 5 innings today, only allowed 2 hits, no runs, got 8 strikeouts on no walks. Excellent outing from Hayden Birdsong. You need a guy like him in that third, fourth spot because he's proving himself. He has the command, his breaking stuff, his changeup works. If you have those things working right now, hopefully they'll translate, and most likely they will, into the regular season. And I think that he could really take that job. Jordan Hicks does not look good, so I think that if Hayden Birdsong steps up, Jordan Hicks is taking a step back. Maybe Jordan Hicks is now your 5 guy, and Hayden Birdsong could be your 3 or 4. Now, people are going to hate that, but right now, that's kind of what it looks like. And last year in the majors, Hayden Birdsong looked solid. He had a few bad outings that really brought his stats down. But other than that, though, he had a lot of 4 innings, 2 runs allowed, got 5 strikeouts, and that was it. That is an inning. That's a good outing for a guy who was a rookie, who was trying to settle in, who got kind of thrown into the spot. And now this year, he's going to have a fresh start. He can be even more dominant. They kind of fine-tuned everything. And it's his second year. I think he'll have a lot more confidence. So if you throw a guy like him in this situation into the majors, you're going to see a lot better results. And in my opinion, he should be probably like your 3rd or 4th starter, depending on how everything pans out and injuries and all that. So hopefully he is, and hopefully he can continue this. Hopefully Kyle Harrison kind of fixes everything, gets everything back to where it should be, and maybe he'll be brought up when we need him. So that'll do it for today's recap, though. The Giants, they played well, and we saw a lot of great things out of like Max Stassi. Willie Adames continues, Wilmer Flores. So overall, great game for the Giants, and I'll see you next time for a new SF at Giants recap video.